Welcome to the Divorce the IRS Podcast, the retirement income planning podcast designed specifically for those who want to pay the least amount of taxes possible and build a retirement income that lasts. Inspired by the best-selling book, Divorce the IRS, you get to go behind the scenes with financial planner, author, and speaker Jimmy Miller. Learn how to set yourself up to pay the least amount of taxes in retirement when you'll need your money the most. And now, here's your host, Jimmy Miller.
Welcome to episode 12 of the Divorce the IRS Podcast. Today, we're going to discuss arriving at your retirement date and the third tax time bomb that goes off at this lifetime milestone, sharing your retirement with the IRS. Let's jump right in. Imagine you have now made it to retirement. Congratulations. This is a big milestone in a person's life as well as a big transition. You've worked for decades, saving money and doing without, and it's time to relax a little, maybe do a little travel, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. The problem is, the IRS is just as ready to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Now that you're ready to receive income from your tax-deferred accounts, like your IRA and 401k, the IRS is ready to take its share. They'll start collecting on all those little loans they gave you over the years in the form of tax deductions. There isn't a single penny now in your tax-deferred accounts that won't be taxed. You may now also be realizing that you don't seem to be in a lower marginal tax bracket like you expected either. Wasn't that the plan all along, to be in a lower tax bracket in retirement and not pay as much tax? Well, since you planned and saved well, you have almost the same income now as when you were working, maybe more. Your effective tax rate may be a bit lower now, but not enough to significantly reduce your overall tax bill. Maybe tax rates have increased over the years as well. You probably also no longer have any of those tax deductions or credits you once enjoyed, which we discussed in a previous episode called The Myth of the Lower Tax Bracket in Retirement. There's no more pre-tax contributions to retirement accounts or health savings account deductions. No mortgage interest deduction, hopefully. The children's tax credits left at the same time they did, and student loan interest deductions are probably also long gone at this point. You see, you wake up on your first day of retirement just to realize that the $1 million IRA or 401k you worked so hard to build over your career is only about 80% yours. That's right. It may say you have $1 million in your account, but in reality, the IRS has a lien on that account for about 20%, maybe more. Just jump back to that earlier episode in which we discussed the myth of the lower tax bracket in retirement. You'll see that 20% of that beautiful 401k balance was actually the property of the IRS. This tax time bomb is hard to swallow. Go ahead and take a look at your current IRA or 401k balance. I'm sure it's not as much as you would like to have. It never is. But you're proud of that balance. You worked hard to save that money. Now imagine 20% of it gone. How does that make you feel? That is the reality of your account. Only about 80% of that balance is actually yours. The rest already belongs to the IRS. Now, not all tax-deferred money is bad, and tax-deferred investing strategies definitely have their place in financial planning. But working with a good fiduciary financial planner earlier in life would have revealed that there's a very specific amount of money you would want to have in your tax-deferred bucket upon reaching retirement. This number would have allowed you to achieve a 0% tax bracket during retirement, even with money in tax-deferred accounts. I call this your ideal number. We'll discuss this amount and the strategies surrounding it after we get through the rest of the tax time bombs. For now, though, understand that effectively saving for retirement is not about putting as much money as possible into tax-deferred accounts like your traditional IRA and traditional 401k. You need to calculate your ideal number and create a plan to achieve it, so you don't lose 20% or more of your retirement savings to the IRS. Remember, the point of your retirement account is not to provide you with a tax deduction. It's to maximize your income at a point in life when you need your money the most, in retirement. And if you think that's the only way the IRS taxes you during retirement, get ready for another tax time bomb explosion as we unpack tax time bomb 4 in the next episode.
Want even more ideas, tools, and resources on how to navigate your financial life? Check out all the resources on the Divorce the IRS website at divorce-the-irs.com or the Baobab Wealth website at baobabwealth.com, and subscribe to the blog to stay up to date on issues affecting retirement income planning. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. Baobab Wealth and Baobab Wealth Abroad are DBAs of Baobab Wealth LLC, a Florida registered investment advisor. This podcast is designed for general education purposes only and shouldn't be taken as legal, investment, or tax advice. You should seek out a qualified tax professional or licensed financial advisor to determine what is best for your personal situation.